Chair recognizes Senator Davis to speak against the bill.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, members. Thank you, Dean Whitmire, for giving me the opportunity to speak after you, an honor that's normally reserved for our dean. And I won't be long, members. Of course, in just a few moments, we are going to vote on a bill that has deeply and profoundly divided us, separating us by political party, by gender, by life experience, by what we believe our religious beliefs bind us to. Sadly, this separation has come over a subject that desperately calls for common ground, for mutual respect, for patience and compassion. The issue requires the very best of us as public servants. We have learned the hard way that this fight can bring out the worst in politics and politicians. We've all watched as rules of this Senate body have been twisted to ensure that the bill passes quickly, limiting public debate, ignoring the voices of Texans who want so much to share their stories. I've had the chance on this Senate floor and also in the privacy of my office to read the letters that Texans have sent to me from around the state. And those letters have brought me to tears. They have come from women and from men who have counted on local clinics throughout Texas for a list of services that have nothing to do with ending pregnancy, for breast cancer screening, HPV vaccines and tests, annual physicals and pelvic exams, cervical and ovarian cancer diagnoses and treatment, fertility screenings and contraceptives. Men go to these clinics for a host of services too: colon and prostate cancer screening, vasectomy, STD testing and treatment, contraceptives and counseling. These clinics and the men and women who work there have literally saved lives. They have made sure that mothers have the chance to watch their children grow up, that fathers have the opportunity to walk a daughter down the aisle. If this bill passes, it will surely add more closures to the list of more than 50 women's health clinics that closed after the heartless and short-sighted cuts and political posturing that occurred in 2011. Tens of thousands of Texans will not be able to make the long drive, sometimes hundreds of miles, to the closest clinic. It is incredibly humbling to have a chance to vote on something that will resonate so deeply in the lives of so many real Texans. It is something we should take our time with, something we should not approach in haste, but with great care and great humility. And that is not happening. We are seeing again today that there are people in charge here who want this bill to move very quickly, so they won't be delayed in their climb up a political ladder, so they will not be further embarrassed by the noisy, messy, beautiful public outcry that is part and parcel of our beloved democracy. For many Texans, this fight, like this issue, is deeply personal. In fact, it's as personal as it gets. I am a mom, and I know something about bringing a child into this world. I know what it is to have a child and raise a child, even when there is no financial safety net or father standing by to help. And I know what it is to lose a baby. And I also know what it is to reach out to someone who has lost a child that she wanted very much because she simply did not have the medical option to carry her pregnancy to term. We all need to mourn with a mother like that, a woman who loves her desperately sick or dying baby more than we can ever possibly know. No woman should be judged by someone else, someone who believes they would have made a different decision. No woman should be judged by someone else, because these decisions are never, ever easy. They are not made casually or quickly, and those of us in the Senate should refuse to make this decision casually or quickly. But that is what we are poised to do. We are about to take away from victims of rape or incest a chance to fully reclaim their lives, to further punish them for a cruel situation that they didn't ever deserve. We are about to take the very personal, very private decision about motherhood and subject it to public approval, to the political whims of the moment, to the decisions of politicians who happen to have the most power, and apparently the least respect for the women that they were sent here to serve. Nobody in Texas, no matter what color t-shirt they're wearing, wants more women forced to confront a discussion about ending a pregnancy. But that is exactly what this bill will result in. It will not only do that, it will limit contraceptives, lead to more unwanted pregnancy, and force more Texas women to make dangerous, sometimes deadly decisions. Like everyone else who has stood up for women in this latest battle over choice, I believe in life. We all believe in the beauty and the wonder that is human life. But I also believe that women already here are beautiful, and that they deserve to live. They deserve to determine the direction of their lives. They deserve to be recognized as full people, fully capable of making difficult decisions with the help of their family, their doctor, and their God. Some here today will believe that this fight has been waged and won with this final vote that will be taken tonight. They are wrong in so many ways, because the fight for the future of Texas is just beginning. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, members.